Black stockings, white shoes shouldn't be allowed in the church.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to do a quick video on repotting my Cattleya Rex, which is located in the background. I more or less recently posted a shorts on my channel asking for your advice. Should I repot this plant or what should I do? Because I feel like the pot is getting a little tight and also all the aerial roots are going everywhere. So I'm like, what should I do? I feel like while the response was a little mixed, I got some encouragements for repotting the plant, which I feel like deep down inside was my instinct to do, but I'm also putting it off because it's my Cattleya Rex, so it's really close to my heart. But you know, sometimes your children just grow up and then they need to move on. And this is kind of what we're doing today. I've already soaked the plant in some water, so the roots are nice and soft and I can just get rid of the media really quickly. Let's just quickly grab it. Oof, it's kind of wet, but you can see the roots are nice and green, so they should be also really nice and pliable for what we're about to do to this poor plant. I'm definitely going to stick to the setup I have it in. I'm going to use bark and moss as for kind of all of my plants. The bark I've chosen is the Orchid Bark Plus in the grade number 3. If you're interested in an overview over the different bark grades they have and sizes, I have a video that I'll just link now. And I'm also going to use some sphagnum moss. I really like that to give a little more water retention to the pot and also kind of to add it on the bottom of the pot to almost act like a water reservoir. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly layer some moss on the bottom here. This is kind of my standard setup and I feel like it might be a little controversial. I've been criticized for it before, but it kind of has worked for me right now. So you have to keep in mind, I've been only growing orchids seriously since like early 2020. So I would say the first conscious orchid purchase for this collection was my red Miltoniopsis, which I got in January 2020. So it's been like 2 years now that I've been kind of doing the whole orchid thing. So realistically, if I say, oh, this has been working for me all this time, it's not really that long, right? It's not really backed by this much experience. I feel like so far this setup has been going well enough for me and I just want to stick to it until I notice there are some like major flaws to it. Okay, now with this done, I'm just going to layer on a little bark and then we'll see. So let's see what this, can you hear this? I feel like there is a lot of, you know, dense rooting happening in this pot, but I've had it soaked for like 2 hours. There you go, this is the pot from the bottom. There is quite a bit of rooting happening there as well. I'm really happy with how the roots are doing on my plant so far. To be honest, I have no idea why they're doing that well, but I'm not gonna question it, gorge. Oof. Like this is gonna be a little bit of a struggle. I'm trying to hold the plant really at the rhizome, hoping I'm not gonna break off anything, while I'm kind of slowly sliding the roots that made it through the watering holes on the bottom. Oof! There you go. This is what is inside this pot. I did not expect that at all. Like, at all. That is... wow. Really happy with this. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do a lot. I'm just gonna pot it up. I don't want to mess with this splendor. Also, as I said, I only started the collection early 2020. This has been repotted into this setup, I think, in autumn 2020. So later this year, it would be 2 years. I don't want to mess up these roots, honestly. That would just be I would just be really sad. Besides, I don't really know how I would approach this if I were to completely change the media, but I smell it's really good still. The bark I'm using is pretty good quality, so I mean, just read me for filth in the comments. Maybe this pot is not actually enough of a step up. Come to think about it, huh? What do you think? Also, I think I added maybe a little much media at the bottom. What a rookie approach. Awful. Someone cancel me already. And I'm trying to get all of these aerial roots in here as well because I'm greedy. I want all of the roots to make it to the pageant gorge.
That's the one, girls!
How am I gonna fit new media around this? Who decided I'm gonna use this pot? This doesn't make any sense. Oh! Do I even have anything bigger? How about this? I guess this could work, right? It's gonna take much more space though, I hate that. Anyways, I think I'm gonna put it in here. Yeah, there you go. And I'm just gonna be like, Gorge, this is your new home now. Hey, how are you? And now I'm just gonna add the bark around. I feel like this is gonna look a little hideous, but hey, sometimes we just have to deal with hitter, which by the way is the noun for hideous. Okay, so the idea right now is that the roots that were really tight in this root ball are going to grow into the new media and just loosen up, and then maybe in the future I can pluck it out again and kind of remove the old media in the middle, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it. So I hope this setup is going to be airy enough for the aerial roots to not completely suffocate. I hope I can keep this plant in here for maybe another 2 years or so. Let me know what you think. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say, or rather read what you have to say. And yeah, this is my new setup for this plant. It's gonna be a little more space consuming, I guess, but that's just what we are dealing with right now. And I know there's a lot of space left here, but this is kind of also where all of the aerial roots went for now, so yeah, oops. But yeah, that's the setup. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Boom.